Hello and welcome to my channel once again. Excuse me for seeming rush, but I want to make sure you are in the right place. You are about to see how I'm able to make almost $1,000 monthly publishing with Kindle short reads, that is 8 to 30 pages books on Amazon Kindle. Most importantly, we are going to see how to do this for new and beginners and also for existing publishers. So how I got here was simple. All you need to do is just come here and type kdp.amazon.com. Once you do that, you are going to be logged in. So this is my dashboard where I can start a new book here, paperback or ebook. Once you go to the reports tab, so on the reports tab, this is where you see the sales that you have been making. I just want to show you how I got to that 971 you were seeing there. So yeah, these are units ordered. These are our free books. So what I want to show you here. So if you scroll down below, these are reads. My highest day was 14,000. Yeah, my highest day was 14,000 pages read. But what I want to show you is this. Once you click on the Kdp report, but once you click it, what you will get is this. Just wait for it to load. Yeah, what you get is you're going to see when you click on view royalties estimator. So this is so far this month, but what I want to show you is for the last month of June. So you click on months to date, you go to last month. As you can see, almost $1,000, like I told you, $971. So that's what I want to show you today, how you can make this. And this is a sustainable business. And if you subscribe to this channel, I'm going to show you a step-by-step method that shows you exactly how to do that and copy my results. I've lost so much money in the past trying to figure out how this works, but you don't have to. I want you to be one of those people that avoid the pitfalls I went through. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel. There is no need to spend months and months trying to figure this out. Subscribe to my channel and you'll be notified whenever I release new videos that walks you step by step how to achieve this result with free tools, and make money with Amazon book publishing, including how to get the money directly into your bank account. So that's it, and I'll be interacting with you later, so I hope you do that. So the purpose of this section is to give you an idea of what KDP is, an overview of it. So KDP, or Kindle Direct Publishing, is the Amazon platform for self-publishing ebooks. KDP is where you will publish your ebook, set and change the price of your book, set up how you will get paid for sales, set up your Kindle Select promo, monitor book sales, update your book in the future, and the rest. You will not be publishing a book until 3 to 5 days before your launch date, but you will want to make sure you have everything you need to hit save and publish exactly 3 to 5 days before your launch date. Once you publish your book, you'll be able to make changes to the information you entered in KDP. However, there is about a 12-hour delay before it's updated on Amazon. So what you will need to enter in KDP: book title and subtitle, book contributor name, example authors, editors, illustrators, translators. Then you have a book description, categories, keywords, book cover, then book title. Completing phase 3 and 4 equipped you with information, so you'll be able to correctly enter your book title, subtitle, book contributor, book description, and a properly formatted book cover and book file. So I'll be showing you how to optimize your book listings and the rest as we go further. Now that you know what to expect, so this is what to do in order to sign up. You just go to kdp.amazon.com, Then you click sign in to Untitled Publishing using your existing Amazon login info. After that, you fill in the same login information that you have for Amazon. Then you fill in your first and last name and the mailing address you want to use for tax reporting purposes and royalty payments. Enter your tax information. For more detailed information on this, see the document KDP tax info that I'm going to be linking in the description. Enter your payment information. So once the KDP account is created, you're ready to move to the last step, which is to start uploading books. So terms to know. So here are some terms that you need to know. Author Central. You use Author Central to create, maintain, and personalize the content of the Amazon.com author page. Author page. This is the page with display information and your book, including your author bio, photos, and even feeds to blog posts. Book landing page. A book landing page is a single permanent page where you can lead people to your book link, collect email addresses when building buzz, or by offering free related to your book. So categories. This is like selecting what bookshelf your book would be stored on in a bookstore. In the Kindle store, there are general categories, then they are divided into subcategories. For example, so the format you need to be for ebook format. The format needs to be uploaded in Amazon book format for Kindle and Kindle devices. So usually, yeah, .mobi, or there are also many formats. The Kindle format which you can use to get from the Kindle Create file. So new releases. These are the author's book released in the last 30 days. So like I said, the Kindle Direct Publishing is an Amazon platform for self-publishing ebooks directly to all Amazon store. So Kdp Select. When you publish a book in KDP, you have a choice to sign up for the Kdp Select. Signing up for the Kdp Select means that you grant Kindle exclusive rights to publish your ebook for 90 days. In return, your book will appear in Kindle Unlimited in certain stores. You will earn your share of Kdp Select Global Fund when customers read your books from Kindle Unlimited and the Kindle Owners Lending Library. And most importantly, you get access to two different types of promotions. Free promo up to 5 days of promo, 90 days, Kindle Countdown days. So keywords, a word or phrase that is linked to your book. This means that when someone searches for that word or phrase in the search engine will be guided to your book. So Kindle Trend provides analytics about top value niches in Amazon Kindle ebook store. It provides you with the tools to determine what categories you should choose for your book, as well as it also promotes your book. So launch date. The day you tell the world that your book is available in the Kindle store and is the one of your launch week. It is the day your book switches from street mode to launch mode and is the one of your free promo. So launch plan. A launch plan is designed to maximize the success of your book launch. So we are going to give you a step-by-step launch plan that you need in weeks leading up to your launch and during your launch week. So street mode, you will be uploading your book in KDP to officially publish it 3 to 5 days before your launch date. Once you hit save or publish, your street period will begin. During street mode, you Your book will be available in the paid Kindle store. Yes, that means that people can download your book, but the goal is to keep this secret. This is when you'll be fixing all the things and getting ready to queue up your free promo for the official launch date. Pre-release email list. Email list of people who raise their hands and say, hey, I'm interested and I want this book for free. That should be used to build buzz. Then send your Amazon link to during your free promo. A pre-release list will drive this to capitalize on sneaky marketing and make sure you have heightened focus during launch week. So the 7 steps for creating a book page that says, now that you have finished up your book and getting it Kindle ready, it is time to talk about how to sell this thing. To do that, we need to go into a little Kindle consumer psychology. We start with the most basic but fundamental statement you need to keep in mind while finishing your book and constructing your book page. People will browse a page for 15 seconds and leave, or they will stay on your page for a minute and a half and buy. The statement assumes you have already gotten their attention enough to click on your book. How do you do that? Whenever there's a checkout line, let's say you are in it's kind of like impulse buy items on the checkout at a grocery store. Whenever you are at checkout line, if you sit there for 30 seconds and fly by all the candy drinks before checking out, you probably won't buy anything. On the other hand, if you're in a line of 6 people, what do? You have got some quality one-on-one time with all these impulse buy items. They are standing right at you the whole time too. So you say maybe I'll get a pack of gum, maybe I'll get a cook, or maybe so. There's power of keeping people on your book page, just like standing in line at a grocery store. For every minute to keep someone at your book page, your chances of making the sale go up dramatically. So how do you keep people on your book page? Step 1, grab their attention. Create a killer cover. People say they don't judge a book by its cover, but let's be honest, we all judge books by their cover. Your book cover is your headline. Make sure it grabs attention. If your book cover looks like it was designed in Microsoft Paint, it is not going to capture anyone's attention. Even if it does capture their attention, the credibility of your book will be so low that it won't sell. Remember, in the Amazon store, your book cover is going to be a small little thumbnail. That thumbnail needs to stand out from the other books around it and clearly tell your potential reader what your book is about. You spent a lot of time writing your book. Your cover is first impression people have for your book. Don't overlook this aspect and chip out on your book cover. Take time to make it good. Having the best looking book cover doesn't mean it to be the best selling book cover. There's often a big difference. To make sure you have a book cover that says, test it, put it up of a vote on social media and let people pick the best one. And while you're at it, make sure you check the section on book covers. So keep their attention. Craft a simple and specific title. Once a book cover has grabbed their attention, it is time to keep it. We do this by making the potential reader so intrigued that they have to find out more. This doesn't mean confusing them. Confused people will not want to know more about your book. They are confused and they don't like being confused, so they just move on to the next book. To intrigue them without confusing them, you have got to be specific. Your title should help them easily know what your book's about. When you see the book, How to Influence and Influence People, is there any confusion what this book will be about? No. At a glance, you know exactly what will be in the book. So step 3, speak to their pain. Be bold in your subtitle and talk to their pain. Your subtitle is usually the last thing people will read before deciding whether or not to click on your book page. How do you get them to click? Just like your title, you have got to be specific. Your subtitle is your chance to even be more specific. Speak to their pain, speak to their needs. Most importantly, speak to exactly what they are going to get from reading your book. To create a good subtitle, it helps to start by thinking all of the benefits the reader will get from your book. List them all out, then tell them about these benefits in the subtitle. Tell them exactly what they're going to get. The more specific, the better. Most people are afraid to get specific. This is your one chance to tell potential readers what your book is about. Don't waste the chance by being too vague. Speak directly to them. Be bold. Make big claims. If the claim you make doesn't make your sick to your stomach, it's not bold or specific enough. One last tip: when it comes to subtitles, most people start with a list of keywords to see how many of them they can cram in. This is totally backward approach. If you start with keywords in mind, you have a subtitle that doesn't make much sense, and that won't sell anyone reading your book. Instead of doing this way, start with a benefit-driven subtitle, then you see if you optimize it for keywords. If you can get it, if not, that's okay. Having a good subtitle that says it's much more important than having one that is loaded with keywords. Step 4: develop interest with develop interest. Write a sales-driven book description. Your book description should be written like a sales page with sales copy. It should be an abbreviated version of the introduction you wrote using the intro checklist that I'm going to get you soon. I can't give you a whole lesson on copyright in this guide, but I'll give you a couple tips, which is grab their attention the right way. The most important part of your book description is the first couple sentences. To get people to read your book description, you need to grab their attention the right way. This leads into point 2. Develop their pain, then show how your book will solve it. Don't start by talking about your book. Instead, talk about the reader's pains and frustration. That's what the reader cares about. This could be the same ones you are touched with your subtitle. Keywords are important here too. The keywords you include in your book description help your keyword ranking to search inside Amazon. Just like a subtitle, write your book description first, then go back and optimize it for keywords. If you start with keywords in mind, your book description will be ready. Keep them on the page. So customize your book page. Writing a good sales-driven book description is only part of the game when it comes to keeping people on your book page. There are a few more things you can do to beef up your book page and make it look like you represented one of the big time publishers. Create an auto-central account and link to it in your book. This account you can create through the auto-central portion of Amazon. Beef up your auto-central account. Inside your auto-central account, you should add a picture and your bio. You can also link up to your blog, social media, and even add a video about yourself. Customize your book description using AutoCentral. Upload your book description through KDP. You can customize it through AutoCentral. Now, not many people know this, so they don't do this. The result, your book page looks really like every other amateur book page in your Kindle store. To customize your book description, go into the editor inside AutoCentral. You can add bold, italics, bullet, etc. Step 6: bring in social proof. Get reviews, editorial reviews, and add your bio. Social proof is often what turns the tide and get people to buy your book. The majority of books are brought off a recommendation from a friend or colleague. Having some social proof inside your book page is the next big thing. Reviews: this is the numbers game. The more you can get, the more credibility your book will have. Use this method to get more reviews as possible. Step 7: pull out all the stops, unique ways to keep people on your page. I've already showed you all the basic ways to keep people on your page. Even though what I've showed you this far is pretty simple, tons of authors someone failed to do it. Just doing these things I've shown you so far will put you on a step ahead of the competition. That being said, let's dive into a couple more ninja techniques you can use to keep people eyes glued to your page. Video reviews: get someone to leave a video review early on in your book and make sure their reviews get upvoted. Video reviews are very rare in Amazon store. Chances are your prospective customer has never seen them, so they click on it and watch. Not to mention, video reviews are so much powerful than plain text reviews. Picture review: this is similar to the video review but doesn't require as much work for the person doing it. All they have to do is leave their review and add a picture of your book. This gives them a chance to get creative, and it is a lot more fun than a plain text review. Uploading your book to KDP. So there are a few steps that I'm going to show you to publish your book. Step 1: just visit kdpamazon.com, click the sign in button at the top right of your screen, and then enter your account information. So type in your email password in the screen that comes up, click the add new title, button in the top left corner of the screen. You want to enroll your book in Kdp Select. Enter the subtitle into the boxes provided. You want to ignore this book is part of a series, you can use that later. Fill in your book description. This should be plain text only, don't copy from. Actually, now Amazon have a special formatting interface that you can use. Then you add contributors. Fill in your name. Be sure to add your title as the author. So you can ignore ISBN for now. Verify your publishing rights, and then clearly show the public they make work and hold necessary publishing rights. Add. So step 10 will be add your categories. Step 11, ignore age range. Add your keywords. Don't forget to separate them with. You don't even need to do that now. You can try to fill them. Select your book release option. Then step 14, upload your book cover. Step 15, you're not enable data right management. Step 16, upload your book file. Step 17, click save and continue. Step 18, verify publishing territories. Then step 19, set your royalties and pricing. Step 20, change the price to your inflated launch price, which is 6.9 or 9.99. Uncheck the boxes that says convert the price automatically. Fill the price to the remainder of the countries with 99 cents end of them. And you'll be uploading your book in the matchbook. Agree to the terms and conditions, then hit publish. That is all for now. Kindle book launch blueprint. Now that you're starting to build some buzz around your book, it's time to plan your launch. I think you're really going to love this section because I get a lot of questions about this. Traditionally, book launches and even music releases are released on Tuesday. Book publishers and record labels figured out long ago that it is the best day to launch. It is the day after Monday, and for most people, this means the craziness has died down. You can get their attention on Tuesday and market with them all the way up until they escape into their weekend. There's only one problem though. Friday and Saturday are dead days when it comes to buying Kindle books. If you are planning to do a full 5-day promo, which I suggest you do, this becomes problematic for a Tuesday launch. With this launch strategy, 2 or 5 of your promo days will be on dead days. That's no good, especially since the last 2 days of your promo are the most important. We have faced this problem before, so we did test on several book launches and came up with the 2 best strategies for you to choose from. So option 1, launch your book on Tuesday with a 2 to 3 day promo. With this strategy, we have benefits of launching on Tuesday, but with a tightly focused promo time. This leaves less margin for error, but creates a higher sense of urgency for people to download your book while it is free. Or option 2, launch your book on Sunday with a 5-day promo. This is my favorite strategy. It's a hybrid. I've created a tons of options. You can tweak it however you need to so that it fits your book. Starting your promo on Sunday means you can get downloads and reviews from people before the craziness of the week starts. It also means that you can get a leg on competition by climbing the chart before either authors release their books on Tuesday. At the very latest, your free promo will end midday on Thursday before the dead day starts and before you lose people's attention. So, no matter when you choose to start a promo, always advertise that you only go for 2 or 3 days. Pick the amount of days and advertise it before the promo starts. This gives a sense of urgency for people to download the book while it is free. Then if your book does well, you have the flexibility to cut off the promo after 2 or 3 days. But if your book needs a little more time to climb the charts, you can let the promo run for a day or two or more. Each time you stretch the promo out, you have an excuse for more promotion. You can say, hey guys, I decided to keep book free for 1 more day just for all you stragglers out there getting the next 24 hours while it is still free. So it is better to do this. It's better to do it this way than to advertise a 5-day free promo. Have your book do really well and not be able to stop the promo early at the right time because you promise people it will be free for 5 days. People will be happy if you extend the promo. They will not be happy if you cut it short. I've seen an author make this mistake and it really hurts the momentum of the launch. That's how it happened. You promise everyone the book will be free for 5 days, then the book blew up short to the top of the feature, and it was perfect. It was the perfect timing for him to manually stop the free promo, but he couldn't do it. It was in a tight place. If he stopped the promo early, it would be out of integrity. He would be breaking his promise to everyone. He promised the 5-day promo. So he rolled out the 5-day promo and his launch suffered because of it. Learn from this mistake and only advertise a 2 to 3 day free promo leading up to the launch. You can always extend the promo later. So choose the launch date. So now that you know our best strategies, pull out your timeline and sign this Sunday or Tuesday you want to make as your launch date. Determine upload date and your state period date. Using the timeline, whatever you need to make sure you know is that you'll be entering all the information you talked about. How to use a perma-free book for lead generation. As you know, they do not allow books to stay forever free inside of Amazon store. If you want the book to be free, you have to sign up for the Kdp Select program, and you only have 5 days of free promo every 90 days. So why does Amazon do this? The answer is simple. They do not want the Kindle applications to become flooded with the cheap and crappy free ebooks. Fair enough, right? I guess so, but I've never been one to take no for an answer. I did some digging and found a little workaround that not many people are taking advantage of. I found a way for you to get perma free forever. Before I show you how to do it yourself, I will answer the question you are probably asking in your head right now. Why do you want to keep your book free forever? Doesn't that defeat the purpose? You want to make money, but not if you are looking at the bigger picture beyond just selling ebooks. Beyond giving away your books out of the goodness of your heart, there are 2 other reasons this strategy can be really beneficial. You can use your free ebook to drive sales of your hard copy. Free ebooks can drive massive amounts of downloads and leads. The former is what I want to focus on. It can be really powerful. When I say massive amounts, I mean thousands of downloads and 10 plus 100 leads per day. The result, tons of traffic, free traffic, and tons more subscribers to your email list. So if you are in an industry that needs leads, customers, or bigger email lists, this is simply a strategy that can be really effective. If you put a little one-time effort and continue to reap the rewards years to come. Let's get down to business. Before you can use a book for free, perma-free lead gen, you always need to have a book. Don't have a book, no problem. It's very easy to get a book quickly, cheaply, less than $50 and with very little work. Since the book will be alongside other free books, the quality by usually is not set that high. This means it will be pretty easy for you to beat. I don't have enough time to actually go step by step on it, so but you can see more tutorials on this channel. It's a free idea on how to easily create a free ebook. Convert an action guide into a standalone book. Repurpose repurpose an old blog post and compile them to a book, verbally record the top 10 tips you gave clients and have the recordings transcribed and formatted. Put together the 7 things to consider when choosing a dash business or service. Now let's move on to the fun stuff. Here's the step-by-step process you need to go through once you have your book created. This is the exact process I used to get my own book listed as perma-free. By using the process I'm about to show you, the book shot up to number 1 several categories within Amazon. Within a couple days of turning perma-free, the book was being downloaded thousands or hundreds per day. So, and that's just in a few days. As of writing this, the book continues to stay at the top of the charts, driving hundreds of dollars per day. Because there's not too many perma-free books, it's actually pretty easy to stay at the top of the chart. First step, make sure your book has a good bribe lead capture offer. This one is simple. You should have some kind of bribe within the first pages of your book. The earlier the better. What should the bribe be? Whatever will make your reader jump out of their seats and want to give you their email, to get them to stop what they are doing and give you their email. I've got to give them something of value. Most people try to give away a checklist, PDF, or ebook. This does okay at best. Think about it. If you are started reading a book, you are not exactly going to be that excited about having someone else to read. We have tested this a lot and we have found that audio and video work best by far. Our preference is an audio book because you can completely assort it for cheap, meaning no more work. An audio book converts the best, while other people are struggling to get 10 to 20% options. Easily converts to 70% of book by new subscribers. Why the audiobook converts so well? Because they have inherent value. People are used to paying $7 to $15 for an audiobook. Upload your book to KDP. You read this just like you would a normal book, and you set the price to whatever you want. I recommend setting it between $2.99 and $9.99. Wait a couple days for it to register inside the Kindle store. Then create a Smashwords account by going to smashwords.com. Smashwords is a service that submits your book to tons of other sites. The Apple Store, Barnes and Noble, you name it. So make one submission to Smashwords and they will do the work to get your book in all of the different marketplaces. Upload your book to Smashwords. When you upload your book, set the price at free. This is a legal loophole you are taking advantage of. Amazon does not allow books to be listed for free in their store, but they will price match with other stores. Since the price will always be free in these stores, your book will always be free in Amazon. After initial upload, submit your book for approval. The premier catalog is what gets you into the major online marketplace like Barnes and Noble. Once a book goes through the submission process, go back to your book listing inside Amazon and click the tell us about the lower price button. From here, there are a couple of different things you can take to get Amazon to recognize your book as free in their store. Amazon can kind of secretly they're not exactly cooperative with the process because, as you could probably guess, they did not want a ton of perma-free ebooks in their store and did not want people gaming this process. The result, they mock up the waters a little bit. They did not exactly tell you how the price matching process works. So here's the 2 routes you can take. Get a larger group of people to complete step 7 and let Amazon know about a lower price. This is one and only way most people recommend for getting a book perma-free. I have what I did with this. What happened? Nothing. And my book still wasn't free in Amazon store. Pretty disappointed. So I was in a dilemma. I could call in more favors, which seemed kind of ridiculous for something this small. But I could get creative and try something else. So email Kdp support and ask them to price match. I already told you guys I was getting desperate. The fact that I was emailing the usually unhelpful and unresponsive Kdp support should make that pretty obvious. But hey, what was there to lose? I sent an email to Kdp support asking them to price match my book. I told them I was having a tough time and that I needed some help. Then it happened. A few days later, I was on Google Hangouts answering other questions about publishing. During the hangout, I decided to teach people about a perma-free first section. As far as I knew, my book wasn't free yet, but I was going to take people through the process. Then, when I clicked over to book to walk through them the process, it was free. If you follow the steps at line, you get a book perma free on them, and this course can bring you tons of free traffic. Switching to paid. Congratulations, your free promo should be close to ending now. Now that I've made to this PDF, to this guide, it's time to make sure you list your price. Make sure you list price on your book listing, switch from 99 cents to 9.99 to 99 cents, because log into Kdp account, click on the promote and advertise button, scroll down to your bottom of the page, you will see a bar. So I'm going to be answering some questions that I usually get about direct publishing, and the first one is from Martin. Can I add illustrations in my book? How do I do it if I can? Yes, you can add illustrations to your book, but there are a few things to pay attention to so the formatting does not get messed up. Make sure your illustrations are saved as JPEG. You can only have text above and below the pictures, so be sure to not have text wrapped around the image. Make sure the file size is around 96 dpi. You can do this by compressing your picture in Word. You do not want your picture to be more than 600 by 200 pixels. You can change your illustrations. So another question, how do I embed links in my books? If you are working in Word or Google Docs, highlight the word or phrase that you want to be linked. Right click and choose hyperlink word or link. Then copy and paste the URL to the website you want your readers to go to. You will want to check and double check the links to make sure they work after it your book is formatted to Kindle. What file size should my book cover be? Minimum 625 pixels on the shortest side and 1000 pixels on the longest side. Maximum. Best quality 2820 pixels on the short side and 4500 pixels on the longest side. So here are some questions about keywords and categories. What do Amazon ranking mean? What does it mean to be 20,000 in Kindle store? They mean that there are that many books with more sales than your book. The lower the number, the better. If your book ranks 20,000, you know that 19,999 books sold more copies than yours. Your rank will change with the purchase of just a few books, either yours or someone else's. Should I keyword load my description? Yes, you should have as many keywords or keyword phrases as you can. Be careful to not be guilty of keyword over repetition, such as the keyword productivity being said 20 times in your description. Make sure your keywords aren't too obvious and choppy, because that you take away from an informative book description. How important are keywords in the title and subtitle? Well, they are important, but you should know that the 7 keywords that you choose when you upload your book hold equal weight to your title. This means that you don't need to try to stuff all of your keywords in title to title if they are one of 7 keywords in the KDP. How do I know how many times one keyword is searched versus another? My favorite tool for this is called Match AdWords, which with this tool you can see average amounts of searches for different amounts. What is the best way to choose a category for my book? When speaking of categories, bigger is not better. You should make one of your categories a smaller category so it is easy for you to climb to the top. Once you reach the top of that category, your book will most likely be the book on top of searches recommended to readers and will appear on the pages of high profile books. So next question, how do I get into kindle.online.com? When you upload your book to KDP, you are automatically uploading your book all of the territories Amazon offers. You can find more detailed information along with the territories your book will be published once you start uploading the book. So questions again about reviews. What are the top 3 ways to get to ask for reviews? Well, friends and family, be sure to reach out to everyone you can think of, then follow up with people individually and create personal videos asking for reviews to post on social media. Extended social cycle. Use your Facebook friends and Twitter followers to your advantage. Post frequently and be sure to thank everyone who reviewed your book. Also, be sure to create an email list of people who are really interested in your book. It is never a bad idea to have contests and giveaways for people who review your book. Be sure to check out Amazon top reviewers. These are the people that have left the most reviews on Amazon. You should reach out to them for reviews. How much weight do reviews hold? You should strive to get as many as 4 to 5 reviews as possible because Amazon highly values customer reviews. Reviews are going to boost you up in the rankings so much faster than downloads while making sure your book is not lost in a digital universe. Oh, I forgot to mention, please subscribe and click the like button if you love this information. That will be all.